Hello plant community, thanks for tuning into this channel. My name is Pam, and today you guys, we're going to talk about the underdog. Y'all know the plants that I'm talking about. I'm talking about our small fair weather friends, the dainty leaves, the ones that give that beautiful mystical, enchanted, sneaky type of vibe. Now I wanted to share the spotlight because overall, in general, in the plant community, we are sorting after those beautiful plants that give us the large leaves, the huge growth, and extraordinary variegation, just to name a few. But I really wanted to shine the spotlight on some of our small, more delicate, more daintier leaf babies, because I do believe that they do add like a form of eye candy, so to speak, when we are styling our plants. So we may look at that showstopper with the big leaf, but then we may have a smaller leaf plant that's peeking out from the side, and I'm like, peekaboo, I see you type of deal. So yeah, I'm just shining the spotlight on them. So I have a total of 6 different species that kind of give that vibe that I like, as far as adding differences in my collection, because you don't want too many of the same kind of plants in your collection if you're looking to create that jungle vibe. You want to respect the jungle for what it is, which is a vast majority of different kinds of plant genuses, types and texture, leaf shapes and colors and things like that. And that's what I feel like these that we're going to talk about fill in. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. And before I jump into it, don't forget to jump your finger onto that subscribe button. Remember to subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. For those of you who have not, please help me out. And thank you in advance. So okay, so we're going to start with the first plant. And this is a Pilea. Y'all probably seen this plant before. Pilea grandifolia. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It's wet because I just gave it water and I sprayed this baby, because when I was pulling her out, I noticed she had like a millii bug or two. So I just wanted to treat her real quick in preparation for this. But sidebar, you guys, that's been my pest that I've been duking it out with lately. This growing season has been the millii bugs. They are a nuisance, but I guess in comparison to the other type of pest I could have, I guess I should be kind of grateful in a weird kind of way. I don't know, but you guys, I love this plant because it looks like nature, every aspect of nature in regards to something that you would just walk by. It's not gonna grab your eye. I think if you saw it just laying on the ground, I mean, it would grab my eye, because I just really love the foliage. And I mean, the color of it is beautiful. I had it real tall at one point in time, but because she is a thirsty girl, honestly, I wouldn't recommend really this plant for a beginner until you understand the water and energy balance between the two. So I've lost a lot of the lower leaves, and so I had like this tree, but I didn't like the way it looked. Cute in the beginning, but as it started getting taller, I did not like the way that it looked. So I chopped it, rerooted it, and now I kind of like started over with her. And I'm not mad at her. She is just such a beautiful vibe. She really is the epitome of a jungle vibe, and that beautiful, I guess, lime greenish color. Very pretty. Remind me of parsley a little bit. My next one, you guys, is actually a Peperomia. And let me just show her. It's my Cebu Blue. Now, I do have a bigger specimen. This is the baby or the child from the mother plant that I do have that's actually in my bedroom right now. She's trailing long, and I just did not feel like even going through the hassle getting her out of that macrame. So I decided to show you her child. And I've propagated this probably about a year or so ago. I took just a couple of cuttings and I put in this little cute little jar. This was actually a candle at one point, but anyway. But I know Peperomia, if you give them the climbing apparatus that they need. They can grow huge, astronomically huge for us, giving us those big leaves along with the fenestrations. But the juvenile form of this Cebu Blue, which is what I'm showing you guys, it is very whimsical to me because it's a medium, very small leaf, but it has that beautiful silvery bluish hue that kind of, I don't know, it gives me enchanted vibes, and I don't know, I just love her. So yeah, this one, by the way, I think, in my opinion, I know it might be mixed reviews, but she's been a pretty easy care plant, so I probably would recommend this. Yeah, I would recommend her for a beginner. Yeah, but beautiful plant. Now, my next one, I'm showing two different ones, but it's the same genus, you guys. And if y'all been watching me, you already know Pam cannot seemingly do a video without including or incorporating a Hoya, because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if Hoyas is really becoming my #1 genus out there. I think my fond for love of Hoyas has grown because my plants in my collection has grown. And so because of that, I think I'm just drawn more towards Hoyas, because not only are they easy care, beautiful colors and shapes and things, and blooming icing on the cake, but they also can be compact and a little bit more manageable than, I say, like our philodendron babies that take up a lot of space. So I think that's why I'm kind of really digging in and trying to gather all of them at the same time. But I digress. So it is two Hoyas. I wanted to group them together because they both gave me that same beautiful vibes. Now, granted, Hoyas, there's a plethora of different types of Hoyas that have small, dainty leaves, but I just couldn't resist talking about this baby right here, which is my beautiful Hoya Matilde. This is, I don't know, you guys. First of all, let's look at the plant. The leaves on this plant, the color of it is what I am like loving, but they're just such baby button leaves. It's just so beautiful to me, and the way the vines grow all wild, if it's untrellised, is wild. It's a jungle vibe. It's giving me that mystical, enchanted vibe. Now, the next Hoya, which is the same group I had to share with you guys, is actually my Aeschynanthus variegated, you guys. And she is a beautiful plant, but she gives me magical vibes, like enchanting vibes, like Lord of the Ring vibes. I don't know what it is about her that I love so much. I think because she just knocks it all out of the box. You have those beautiful dainty leaves followed by a sharp green outer edge combination with the beautiful creaminess, but it also does a beautiful display on like the all green and then the half moons. It's just dreamy to me. And if you had her hanging literally like beside this huge philodendron, she would definitely stand out from you. Now, granted, you're going to look at the philodendron and say this plant is amazing as far as leaf size and texture, but then you see this little thing hanging by, ooh, you're a little pop of color there. Who are you? So I don't know. She is just gorgeous. And I just honestly, I didn't know which one to share with you guys between the two, because they both give me that whimsical vibe of plant yumminess that we just love. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't pick. I mean, honestly, you guys, could you have chose between which one you would have shown if you was doing a video? I think you would have had a little challenge. I don't know. Let's do a little voting poll thing in the middle of this thing, right? Which one would y'all had selected? Would it have been the Aeschynanthus or would it have been the Hoya Matilde? Comment below. I'm interested to see the votes on that. Okay, so my next one is actually, I guess, a succulent. And to me, this is a newly acquired plant. I have not had it in my collection long, but this thing gives me a whole different type of vibe beyond whimsical, magical, almost mythical. And it is this Euphorbia. Millii. It's called Pink Cadillac. Okay. First of all, I love the leaves. The leaves are very small. The color of it is beautiful, that matte finish. But then it gives you a subtle pop of color with this very tiny, dainty, pinkish flowers with the little yellow part that's in the middle, the actual bloom part. But then, outside of all of that, this just looks like some kind of crazy tree type of thing you would see. If you were a shrunken person and you was walking by and you saw this would be like, this is interesting. But what really gets me about this particular plant is the stem of the plant, you guys. Look at that Euphorbia-like cacti stem structure, you guys. And that's what's making it magical to me. And that's what's making it mystical to me. And that's the epitome of different, unique, showing your face stopper, juxtaposed to your larger plants. You appreciate this baby just as equally as we appreciate our larger specimens. I love this plant. Showstopper. Beautiful. I'm so glad I got it in my collection. And oh man, I can stare and look at it for hours. Now my next one, let's talk about lipstick plants. I'm starting to get in lipstick plants as well. I don't have very many in my collection. I may have just a total of 3. I'm really being strategic and selecting the type of lipstick plants that I really want to add in my collection. This one was one that I did the unboxing with you guys, and this definitely is the epitome of mystical, magical. And this is the Aeschynanthus Thai Pink, you guys. I love this plant. She is growing good. She came a long way from the mishaps of the unboxing to what we see right here. She has definitely come a long way. I got a couple of cuttings in here. My goal is to actually fill her out, and oh man, I can't wait. I hope I'll be able to get a full pot of this. I really do, because I have not been able. She's hard to find, and I don't know what the deal is with the lipstick plants, why certain ones is just really hard to find, but she was hard to find for me. So, you know, I'm so glad that she's making a comeback, and I'm trying to work like heck to get her to be a full specimen. But look at the daintiness of these little leaves, and I don't even think the camera will pick it up, but if you look on the back, you can actually see the outer part of the leaves being dark color. And I don't know, it's just such gorgeous plant. Leaves nice and firm and succulent like and yummy like, and I don't know, that's magical. And I believe what's going to actually be magical is if I can get her to actually bloom. Now that will be a magical moment for me. But this also reminds me of the Peperomia Hope, which goes to our last and final plant genus types is Peperomia. There's a plethora of Peperomias that I have in my collection that are somewhat like a small leaf, lily pad leaf, but I wanted to end this video on the homage of the queen that's behind me right here. As you can see, this beautiful Peperomia Hope. Now, as you can see, she's trailing down here so beautifully, and she's going crazy, as y'all can see, on my wall, till clearly I cannot bring her down, and I really don't want to disturb her. So I will share with you up close and personal one of my propagations from Mama right here. And you guys, this thing, I mean, same thing almost as the Aeschynanthus, very thick, dainty leaves. This needs some water, but they would be very stiff in nature, you guys, and just a whimsical vibe. it's a different type of a texture. I keep putting you on the spotlight, but you're the closest one here. Or better yet, let's do the Birkin if we wanted to do some kind of comparison. We have this Birkin. Y'all probably can't even see it. She all hiding and everything. But anyway, she just adds a different type of texture, a different type of interest. That's what these small plants is all about. Adding interest to your collection, adding differences to your collection, adding the ones that's really going to catch your eye. And I'm curious, I would love to have all of you guys just come in this sunroom and do like a walkthrough, and you actually point out the plant that's speaking directly to you. And these are what these 6 different specimens are doing for me. So yeah, this hope she definitely does it. And to end it on the note, I hope you liked this video, no pun intended. And if you did, I hope you also subscribe. But anyway, this ends this video, you guys. Let me know what mystical, magical plant with small, dainty leaves that you like. Let me know which ones you actually have in your collection. And also, share with the plant community which one out of the ones that you like, or whatever the case is, have in your collection, which one are the most easiest to care for. So keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do, and you love listening to planty things, subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Keep pushing those thumbs up. Push them up. It's been helping my channel. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. Bye.